G'day guys and welcome back to another episode. Today we aren't talking about the gyros. Today we are actually installing a dash cam into Nicole's Chery Tiggo 4. So this is for the Tiggo 4 owners looking at installing a dash camera. That's what we are doing today. I'm going to run you through how to install it and what it looks like. So without further ado, let's get into it. So there are a few different ways that you can install a dash camera. It just depends what it actually comes with. So normally the three most common options are: number one, wiring it through a fuse box or to a fuse box to get power. So this is normally called the hard wire method. So looking at the engine bay, there's a fuse box on the right hand side over here. So what you can do is connect your power to this fuse box and run the wires through your firewall on the right hand side and to the interior of your car, and then you have a hardwired kit. The second option is to wire it to the cigarette lighter port on the inside of the car over here. Now ideally I don't really want to use this because if you do want to charge devices, it is handy to plug it into there, but it is what it is. And then the third option is to wire it to a USB outlet. Now with the Tiggo 4, there's no USB outlet underneath the mirror over here, so that would have been awesome just to plug it in and have power. But unfortunately for today, we're gonna do the 12 volt cigarette lighter port installation. So let's get into it. Right, so first things first, disconnect your battery because we are gonna be fiddling with the panels where the airbags are and you don't want them to go off by mistake. So best thing to do, disconnect your battery and then it should be all good. By the way, this video is for entertainment purposes only, so don't hold me accountable if you stuff things up. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, so the dash cam that we're going to be installing today is the A14 4K model from Arpha. Now, this was actually perfect timing because we were looking at installing a dash camera for safety, and then these guys reached out to us asking us to review it. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to install it and give you a review and see what it's like. But yeah, we essentially picked the model that is very nice and compact. I don't like bulky dash cams, so this is what it looks like. So as you can see, it's a very nice unit. It looks very good, and it's also adjustable over here, the camera angle, which is great, and it does have a 3M tape over here, which is plenty enough just to stick it onto the windscreen over there. And then at the back you can see it will give you the details that you need. So that is pretty handy. Right, so opening up the rest of the box. So this is the reason why we're going with the 12 volt cigarette lighter installation, because that's the only wires it comes with. So it doesn't come with a USB one, and it also doesn't come with a hardwire kit. I'm actually not sure if you can buy this separately. I'll have a look on the website and let you know as well. But anyway, that's all good. We're going to go with that one, and then there's plenty long enough wires to go through the panels up to the dash camera. So there's a few other things in the kit. There's like a panel trim removal tool, so we'll definitely be using that today, just so we don't damage any panels. And then you just have some other bits and pieces in here, and also some extras of the 3M tape, and then obviously your installation or user manual over here. So we'll have a look through it and also make sure everything is good to go. But yeah, let's get into it, eh? Okay, so what I'm thinking is for the actual unit to go over there, so it's nice and out of the way. And then what I'll do is run the wires over here at the back, over this panel at the top, and then down here, and then we'll just have to get this panel off, then run it through there, and it ends up over there at the 12 volt socket. So yeah, that's the plan. So let's start opening up panels, eh? And also for those of you that want to go with the hard wire, fuse box is actually just in there. So there you go. Okay, so what I've done now is just run the wire. So let this endpoint be over here. Then you can just use your removal tool and push it up in there. and then all you gotta do is just run the wire. So there's quite a big gap, so you can just run it over here. And then to get this panel off, what you can do is just pull on it lightly. So you just pull on it and then it will come loose. And then we're just gonna run it through there and then down there. And there you go. So everything looks nice and neat. There's no wires exposed, which is awesome. And then that panel's also back. So the wire runs there and down there. So you can't even see it. So what's pretty cool is the kit comes with these ones. So you can basically stick it on or whatever. But yeah, you just put it over the wire. Then what I've done is I've just put one in there. And it holds the wire there nice in place. And then same on this side, I've put one right there, so it keeps the wire running through. So yeah, now all you gotta do is poke it through there and run it to the cigarette port and you have power. Okay, so basically what now happens is it comes through here and goes through there, and then what I've done is just bundled up the wires. So as you can see, bundled up the wires and then just zip tied them down on the other side of this bar. So now it's nice and neat, and it runs under here all the way through there. Unfortunately, I cannot let it go up here. It's too tight and there's something at the back that is stopping it from going in there, which sucks, but it's okay. So then it goes in there and then back into your 12-volt outlet. So yeah, ideally I would have liked if it ran in there, but like I said, there's something at the back, so that's alright. It doesn't look too bad. That's sort of what it looks like. So it's fine, and there's no wires dangling underneath here because it's all nice and secure over there. So yeah, that's very cool. So what I'll do is put this panel back and then yeah, put the battery back on and see if it all works. Right, and before you stick it on, so as you can see the 3M tape is now off, don't forget to put in your SD card. So put in your SD card, there you go, and it should clip in. There you go, it clicked. You can take on the front cover as well for your lens. Okay, now you can plug it in. There you go, and stick it down. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see if it turns on. Ha! There you go. So there's power over there, and there you go. Oh, recording started. There you go. Oh, it's on the roll. Now that we know it's all working, I'll run you through the actual unit and show you the specs that it's got. Okay guys, so what we've done now is downloaded the app. So in the manual, there's like a little barcode there that tells you what the app's name is. So it's Arpha Vision. There you go. There's the barcode you can scan. So we are all connected up, so it connects via Wi-Fi. There you go, we are in the app. So first impressions is that the app definitely needs some work because I am currently in live view, so it's supposed to be on, but it shows a beachfront over there and I am not at the beach. I'm in my garage, so I'm not sure what's going on there. And then another thing I noticed is if I go to the album, so you can see all the footage there, it just stays stuck on loading. It is a bit annoying, and I think companies should really refine not just the product but also the apps if they do create apps, because if I was to be in an accident right now and the police were there and they asked for the footage, I don't necessarily have my computer with me to take out the SD card, put it into the computer and access the footage. I just want to show them on the app. So yeah, as you can see, it stays on loading, doesn't matter if I press play or pause. So that's a little bit disappointing to see. So it doesn't matter if I select another one. unfortunately it doesn't seem to work. And the app, I also had a look at the reviews, and there's only one bad review which says they can't connect to the dash camera. You have to take the SD card out of the unit, put it into your computer, and that's how you access the footage. From what I can see here, the actual angle, so it is over on the left side of the car, it's not in the middle, but I can see sort of what it will look like, and it does cover a wide angle. So I can see over there is my storage racks, and I can see all the way up to there where the weather shields are. So it is a nice and wide view, so that is good. It does have a wide view. So video resolution, so there's like basically full HD, 2K and 4K, so we'll leave it at 2K. It does have loop recording, it does have HDR, you can also adjust the exposure. It also records audio, or you can turn it off. It does have a G sensor, so that means it will have a parking mode. So there you go, parking mode. Voice control, so you can do some voice commands. Take picture. Okay, so that works. As you can hear, it does take a picture indeed. Overall, it's alright. It's just a pain that the app is the problem, because you can't access the footage, which sucks. So I'll just try one more time. So as you can see, it just says loading, and I can click play or pause. I can go full screen, and it's not working. So that means the app is basically useless. So there you go, guys. As you can see, it's a pretty straightforward and simple process to install a dash camera. So hopefully I helped you guys out today and by showing you how to do it. And yeah, honestly, I reckon anyone can do it, which is awesome. So if you do want to check out the one that I installed today, I'll leave the link in the description. Honest opinion about it, I reckon the actual quality is pretty good. However, it's just the app. I reckon if Arpha can just get the app to work seamlessly, that would be awesome, because then people can actually, you know, access it on their phone conveniently without having to take it out of the unit and plug it into the computer. So yeah, apart from that, that's about it, guys. I reckon it's a pretty good unit, and it's nice and compact as well. But yeah, if you have another unit, let me know in the comments what do you have and what do you recommend. And if you guys have any other questions, make sure to drop it down below, and yeah, I'll get to it. So thanks so much for tuning in, guys, and happy driving. Cheers to you owners. Have a good one.